Hello and welcome to this round 3 hangout, or I should say taste challenge. All right, so I did round 1 and I was trying to feed that through Opera with some adjustments, but people said no, the audio's going down, so I deleted it. We have Early Times versus Kentucky Gentleman. Okay, now when I did the first challenge, since deleted, I got Early Times easily over Kentucky Gentleman. I mean, I taste tested it, blind taste test, mixed the glasses up. I thought the Early Times was richer, had more character, had a lot more going for it, even though the price point was almost the same. So I said, so then some people said, oh, the audio's bad on the Opera browser. Same thing with Google Chrome browser. It'll be bad. Won't even open in Firefox. Doesn't matter what you set it at. So, you know, there's no option there anymore. That used to be the ideal Hangout browser because it always worked fine until the plugins issue cropped up in April. So, but I watched it and I said, yeah, the audio's no good. So I'll just delete it. And I said, I'll just recreate it. I'll do another Hangout and it'll take, what, 10 minutes, and I'll easily get Early Times as the winner over Kentucky Gentleman. No problem. So that's the one that's posted, part 2. But if you watch it, it was a catastrophic failure. This was like a catastrophic video. I got it wrong. I thought, you know, I'm going on and on. Oh, yeah, you know, Kentucky Gentleman's no good. It's so obviously muted in its flavors relative to Early Times and blah, 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 blah. And then I revealed it. You know, I looked underneath at the tags, and if you notice, you could almost, I could feel the sweat. You know, you can see that. What's the term on my face? The almost like horror. You know, horrified. I looked underneath. I'm like so smug. You know, yeah, it's gonna be Early Times, and I look underneath, and it's KG, Kentucky Gentleman. Boy, then I'm sweating. Then, you know, oh boy. But then I'm talking trash, so I'm saying, oh yeah, I don't delete stuff. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I gotta live with it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I had to live with it. So we've done 2 challenges. One still on video record. The other one since deleted due to audio problems. And I got it right the first time, and I miserably failed the second. So now you got to start questioning things. Maybe they're not that different. You might say, well, maybe you're not that good at doing it. Now, that's certainly a strong possibility. But I mean, anybody can do these. You just buy it and try it and taste it and challenge it, see what you get. I mean, it could be 100 people doing it. I'm just doing it on video. Okay, so E.T., Early Times, 1860 introduction. Brown-Forman brand since around 1923, I believe. It's aged 3 years, and it's aged in used now, used to be new, but used charred white oak barrels, which is the reason for the no longer designated as bourbon. All right. Not pouring too much, although the first 2 challenges, what I poured wasn't exactly a lot. These are very tiny glasses. They're perfect for this kind of thing. The Gentleman, 1949 introduction, so 89 years later, right? The difference, okay, so it is aged in first-time used charred oak barrels, white oak barrels. All right. It's at least 51% corn. Yep. It's probably 90% corn, honestly. It's 51% straight whiskey, and it's 49% grain neutral spirits, however. Oh boy. The Early Times is 100% straight whiskey. And it is bourbon whiskey, except for the one qualification, and that being that it is aged in used more than likely Jack Daniel's barrels. Does it make a big difference? According to my second challenge, it didn't make a difference at all because I couldn't even tell them apart. So, okay, the price, practically the same. Both bottled in Kentucky, both aged in Kentucky, not necessarily both distilled in Kentucky. I have a strong suspicion that this Kentucky gentleman is coming from a contractor distiller, the grain neutral spirits and the whiskey. Doesn't really matter if it's coming from Midwest grain products. That's no problem because those people they've got it down pat. They supply so much base liquor for the craft distilling companies. Okay, so they've got it nailed. Okay, all right. Oh, we'll try it now. Same thing, gold. You know, it's light gold. Like I said, the price is the same. You buy a bottle like this, the standard size glass bottle is going to be about $7.99 to $8.99 a bottle, okay? So say $8 to $10 per bottle. That's what it's going to be pretty much anywhere that sells liquor. Unless you're in some state, you know, some of these states have ridiculously high prices. So even if you buy something that's inexpensive, it's going to be expensive. But in Louisiana, Texas, whatever, it's not. It's not, okay. The aroma. Oh yeah, I gotta mix them up. Kentucky Gentleman, early times. So let's mix them. The Kentucky Gentleman I bought out of state because it's no longer sold in Louisiana as of October 2014. I bought that on the road in one of these road trips. I guess it was Tennessee or Kentucky, somewhere. I didn't pay much mind to it. It's just a small bottle. It only cost a few dollars for this. Was it 200 milliliter bottle? Yeah, 200 milliliter bottle. So I said, well, for the price and the fact that I can't get it back home, I may as well buy it. What the heck? I'm on a road trip. So I bought it. The early times, well, everybody can get that. That's not one of those hit or miss brands that's sold in some regions, not in others. It's like McDonald's Big Mac or Burger King Whopper. You're going to get it because it's in every liquor store in America, or it's in every burger. You know, those restaurants are everywhere. In other words, it's ubiquitous. $8.99 per bottle here, always. For the last 2-3 years, I've seen it, $8.99 per bottle. Okay, so round off $9. Sometimes they'll run sales on it, not too much. They run more sales on Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, you know. But sometimes they do. Okay, let's go with the aroma. Test. Now, I'm not the kind of person that's going to drink liquor all day because I get sick of doing it. I mean, I get sick, literally, I get sick of drinking. Beer, wine, liquor, whatever. I'd just rather drink water. Now, you say, oh, no, not me. I drink all day. People will contact me and say, I drank 20 beers today. And I'm thinking, oh, no. I don't see that. I drink 22 beers in a week. You're drinking 20 in a day. To me, that's like a problem or something. But I just get to a point where I don't enjoy it. I don't want it. But to do little tastings throughout the day, and it adds up to 22 beers a week, no problem. Anything more than that, over 24, I don't want. I'm talking about 12-ounce servings. That's the average, 22 per week. No, I don't enjoy it. I just don't. That's me. I can only tell you about me. I don't like soft drinks anymore. Pepsi, Coke, RC. I used to drink that all the time. Now I know why I felt bad all the time. Yeah, ever since I gave up soft drinks, I feel much better. What does that tell you about soft drinks or about me? Okay, so the aroma is, like I said in the first two videos, it's strong. It's 80 proof. The caramel, the oak, the charred oak, it's almost like I told John and Neil, and I believe William Kepley and maybe Bill McIntosh. It's like a toothpick wood. sort of nice, pleasant, nothing remarkable, but certainly nothing wrong with it. Here is similar but muted. You see, that's where I got thrown off in the second round. I was a little presumptuous. It has all those things, but it's muted. Now, to me, it's muted, but then I said that in the last one, and I got it mixed up. I was saying that the early times was muted in the taste, so I felt so embarrassed. So embarrassed. I mean, I could cheat, right? I could delete these, and then a few people would ask, where did they go? And I'd say, oh, technical problems. And then in a few days, people would forget about it, really, honestly. I don't know, this smells more muted, but not bad. Yeah, richer. Okay, taste. Now, if I get it, I don't know. Forget the if. Let's just do it. Caramel, sweet, sugar, with what is commonly known as whiskey, wood, some charcoal. Okay, all right. Now remember in the second video, which is posted, right? I was saying, oh, I could really pick up the charcoal here, the charcoal. And that was the Kentucky Gentleman. So, you know, maybe they put it in those barrels at Barton and the charcoal was shining through. I don't know. I felt so funny about it after I made the call. All those things. But it does seem more muted. Now, oh boy, if I'm having this much trouble, I have to kind of retract a lot of what I was saying about, oh, the Kentucky, the early times is such a much better value. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But this Kentucky Gentleman keeps freaking me out because it's like up and down. Like one time I drank it and I'm saying, that's dull, it's dull, it's dull. Next time, then it presents character. I know I've gotten comments from the Kentucky Gentleman fans and they're saying, oh, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. I like that stuff. I drink it. You're wrong. Maybe they're right. Same experience, third time in a row, the corn starts to come into play. Really, a lot of corn. It's mostly corn. In both of these, it's mostly corn. I mean, corn is so common. If the U.S. government didn't subsidize it, you can imagine how cheap corn would be. Not to mention milk. Milk, I don't want to get into all that. Milk is artificially priced. I don't want to say too much about it. About collusion and all that. Well, I'm starting to think that when I did the Dawn Busters, since deleted due to audio problems, no other reason. I mean, I wouldn't have cared if it had been up there for the next 30 years. I just didn't like the way that audio sounded chopped coming through the Opera. Google Chrome and Opera comes out chopped. Firefox, you can't do the Hangouts anymore. Microsoft Internet Explorer works fine, but it's so low tech. But it works, at least, you know, without the audio issues. Now, I think the real problem is that I jumped the gun at 5:48, 5:50 a.m. And I just lucked out. I jumped the gun, and it's a 50-50 shot, like Dr. Dave, the beer professor. He said, well, hell, I mean, you're doing two, one against one. I mean, that's a 50-50 shot. Why don't you get somebody to line up four in front of you, 4 beers, and then guess, get them all right. I said, but I'd probably be wrong. Mm-hmm. I think one good thing is that the Kentucky Gentleman didn't deteriorate as I drank on it. Okay, it didn't get better, but it didn't deteriorate, like become horrible. Like, oh, the more I drink on this, it's so bad. No, it's flat. But honestly, I have to kind of take back. I think, yeah, if you can get it for $7.99 or $8.99, and if you like it, go ahead and buy it. I mean, early times are Kentucky Gentleman. Yeah, just shop price, but this is Kentucky. I mean, this is early times. Okay, I got it right, early times. And like I was saying, this one's a little muted. Kentucky Gentleman, muted. Yeah, it's muted because it's 49% grain neutral spirits. But on the other hand, it's not bad. I would get it above Canadian Mist because Canadian Mist is the same proof. And it's not $7.99 a bottle. It's about $8, $3, $4, even $5 more a bottle. And I'm not paying $5 more a bottle for something that's virtually the same. And I'm not ragging on Canadian Mist. They have a market. It's a huge market. People want what we would call bland whiskey. They call it smooth, you know. Yeah. This is really a perplexing thing, though, honestly. There's not going to be a round 4. I know that much. Round 1 was aborted due to audio. Round 2 was a shock because I got them wrong, mixed up. Round 3 was, okay, I got them right. Oh, wow. Isn't that wonderful? How about that? How about that? I got them right. Had a 50-50 chance. But then, you know, you look at my commentary before I did the review, I was saying, right? I mean, I was saying this one was richer. This one was muted. So, I mean, I knew I was on the right track. Okay. So I got 2 out of 3 times. I got them right. I think if I do this 7 more times, so I say I did it 10 times and I get them right, I'll probably get it right, let's say 80% of the time. But who in the world is going to watch 10 challenges? You say, I wouldn't watch that. I wouldn't even do it. You don't have to worry about watching it because I wouldn't have the interest level to do the challenges. So, but I mean, you know, I made the point. They're different. They're different. Okay, they're different. All right, they're different. But they're not appreciably different. They're not remarkably different. And they're not notably different. So makes me even more curious to try that Kentucky Tavern. Yeah, from Glenmore. I've got a liter bottle of that. Now, that's a liter. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to do this early times up against Ancient Age in a couple of days. I hope Saturday. Oh, what's my prediction? Well, I think it'll be a dead heat. It'll be just almost practically indistinguishable. I don't think I'll be able to. I mean, yeah, it's 50-50 shot, so I might get it right, might get it wrong, but I don't think there'll be. I'm going to try to comment on it before I do the reveal, and I think the taste spectrum on those two is going to be so close that it won't make any difference. Although I think Ancient Age usually pay $1 more, so even my prediction is that they'll be the same. So the conclusion before I do I'm making the conclusion before I do the video, right? The conclusion, the preemptive conclusion is that you may as well get the early times because you're going to save $1, minimum $1. But we don't know that till I do the taste challenge. Old Crow, similar story. It's probably going to be a, you know, even Steven. Jim Beam, I think I'll get Jim. I think Jim Beam will win, and I think it'll be slightly discernible. Jim Beam choice, I think that'll be a clear winner. It'd be even more telling. Jack Daniels, yes, I think Jack Daniels will be easy to tell from early times. And it'll probably be better, even though it's a little bolder in flavor, or as most people use the terminology, it's harsh. But the Jack Daniels company says, oh, don't say that word harsh. We use the term bold. I said, okay. The Jack Daniels green label, the number 7, not the old number 7, the number 7. Yeah, it'll probably be the same situation as the regular JD, because those two aren't too different from each other. You can go round and round and round between old number 7 and number 7, black label versus green. And I don't think you're going to learn a whole lot, except that you'll learn that you should be buying the green label because it's a good deal cheaper. If you happen to live in the handful of states that sell it. I'm not in one of those states. And then, okay, so that's it for this. And after we go through that regimen, which is what, 2 weeks, then we'll break open something else, which will probably be, I think, the Kentucky Tavern, another really old brand. I've been chomping at the bit to try that one, and I know William Kepley was saying, yeah, he could find it. He could find that. He was interested too. So be very curious how that's going to stack up. All right, so that's that. Didn't prove a lot, except that I proved that they're not that different, even though I thought they were initially. But if I was shopping for this kind of thing, I would probably still get the early times. Probably still get the early times. I said probably.